Good evening. What's your name?
Stephen Lopata.
So say again.
That's Stephen Lopata.
Whoever. Hello. Could you hold it down, please? Mr. Lopata. You have an arrest warrant out of Pima County Superior Court with charges of aggravated harassment, court order in place, domestic violence, burglary in the second degree, aggravated harassment, previous DV conviction, criminal damage less than 250, domestic violence. The bond recommended on this warrant is $50,000. We'll hear from defense counsel.
Judge, I don't believe it needs to be that high. He's already being held by DOC on a parole violation. Those usually aren't taken care of until after the case in front of the Superior Court is taken care of, so I don't believe he'll be able to get out. But he doesn't have any verified housing. He is homeless and unemployed, and so we'd be asking for no more than a $10,000 bond.
State have anything to add?
Judge, I would just note his violent history. He's pending violent charges, and I would imagine that in looking at the pretrial services report, I'm just taking a look at when his sentence is expected to end, and it looks like based on the amount of prison time he served for the parole matter, that sentence is due to expire at least sometime in the near future, from what I can tell.
Thank you.
So sorry, Your Honor. These are new charges. Like I have been indicted on already, or haven't, or.
If you have any questions about the charges, sir, you should ask your attorney. I'm going to order that you not commit any acts of domestic violence, no alcohol or illegal drugs, don't possess any firearms or other weapons, and no contact of any kind with Natal Berryman. Stay away from her home and workplace. Bond is set in the amount of $20,000. Your next court date is April 4th at 1:30. And I've noted the DLC hold. You're excused.
Sit right there, over there. You get to do it.
And Judge,
Your Honor, I forgot to tell you, Mr. Gordini Jesus has refused to come to court today.
and Judge, this is his third refusal, and he's being held on a probation violation. I believe that's from out of county. So I would argue that he's already waived his appearance at his IA, given that this is the third time.
Okay. Yes, I thought about that. I agree. So let's take a moment with him.
Just, can you sit over there? Because we're going to do
Let's see, right. That's
All right, where's his file? All right. All right, so he's charged with being a prohibited possessor, discharging a firearm in the city limits, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, discharging a firearm at a residential structure. Will order no firearms or other weapons, no alcohol or illegal drugs, and no contact with any alleged victims. Stay away from the incident location. And I've noted the probation hold. I'm gonna. The state's recommendation is. What is the state's recommendation?
Your Honor, we're requesting a higher bond of 100,000 based
Okay.
on the.
Yeah,
You got it, Judge.
I see.
Okay.
Okay, we'll hear from the defense on that.
Your Honor, I don't believe it needs to be that high. I don't have any verified housing or employment. He's already being held on a probation hold out of county. So I understand the nature of the charges. However, given his financial situation, we'd be asking for no more than a $20,000 debt.
Thank you. I'll step on in the amount of 100,000. April 8th, 1:30 is the court date, and the which attorney agency is it? It's not marked. Public defender, okay. Public defender appointed. Okay. We'll see the next person then. Hello, what's your name?
Hello, Your Honor. My name is David Molinar.
Okay, one moment. Mr. Molinar, you got an arrest warrant out of Pima County Superior Court charging aggravated driving under the influence while license suspended, canceled, revoked, or refused, and aggravated driving with an illegal drug while license is suspended, canceled, revoked, or refused. The bond listed on this warrant is 10,000, which is, I believe, what the state is recommending. Yes. We'll hear from the defense.
Your Honor, I don't believe the $10,000 bond is necessary in this case. He's already being held on two other bonds. One was imposed on March 13th, and it was $2,500. That's for an aggravated DUI. There was another that was imposed on March 19th for $500. He has been unable to pay both of those, totaling $3,000. So I don't believe $10,000 is necessary. This is also a case from 2022 that's been refiled. He was never rearrested on it. He has verified housing and support with his sister. So given his financial situation that this is a nonviolent offense, he's only a level 2, we'd be asking for no more than a $2,500 bond.
Oh, thank you. We'll hear from the state if they wish to speak further.
I don't have an objection to the 2,500, Judge, considering the situation.
All right. Thank you. All right, 2,500. This is also public defender. Don't drive without a valid license, no alcohol or illegal drugs. $2,500 bond, April 4th, 1:30 is your court date, and the public defender is appointed. You're excused.
Thank you.
Sure.
Next, down that page there.
Hello, what is your name?
My name,
Your name, yes.
Benjamin Weisman.
Okay, one moment. Sir Weissman, you're charged with leaving the scene of an accident with property damage fixture by roadway. Driving under the influence and criminal damage. You know, order no alcohol or illegal drugs. Don't drive without a valid driver's license.
Right.
Don't return to the location of the alleged incident, and no contact with the alleged victim. And let's see here. I am going to release you on your own recognizance. Your next court date in Pima County Justice Court will be April 8th at 9:30 a.m.
Okay.
Right, you're excused.
I'm excused.
Yes, go stand up.
All right. Thank you, Judge. God bless you.
This car, Nancy, we'll sit right here for you.
Yeah.
Hello, what's your name?
Nancy Carr.
On the road.
102.
On the road.
Ms. Carr, you're charged with domestic violence assault with injury.
With injury?
Apparently, the victim is okay with continued contact with you. I am going to order that you not commit any acts of domestic violence, and I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. Your next court date in Tucson City Court will be April 29th at 1:30 p.m. You're excused.
Thank you, sir.
All right, man, you can go out that door, down the stairs, sit with the females, all right? Calderon? Sir. Go ahead, come right here.
Hello, what's your name?
Martin Cardenal Contreras Jr.
Okay. So you're charged with domestic violence assault, domestic violence, disorderly conduct, domestic violence, criminal damage. I'm going to order that you not commit any acts of domestic violence. You are not to have contact of any kind with Cynthia Wilkins. Stay away from the incident location and stay away from her home and workplace. You get a one-time return visit with a law enforcement officer to retrieve personal belongings. Your court date at Tucson City Court is April 29th at 1:30, and you're released on your own recognizance with those conditions. You're excused.
Thank you.
You go down the stairs, sit with the males on there. Bruce?
Good evening, sir.
Hello, what's your name?
Marcos Santa Cruz.
So you've got a warrant in Tucson City Court. These charges against you are criminal trespass, possession of drug paraphernalia, obstruction in that you refuse to give your true name.
Sir, I told him.
I'm told that you have a probation hold.
I don't know why. The lady put me on probation, and
Sir, this is not a question and answer session. Just listen.
I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. All previous conditions that were imposed the last time you were seen remain in effect. I am going to release you from custody because you have the other hold. I am going to appoint the city public defender to represent you, the city of Tucson. And I'm going to give you a non-transport review date of May 6th at 9 a.m.
Sir, I'm telling you, I'm not even on probation. I don't know how they got all this.
Does this gentleman have a probation hold?
Not that I'm seeing, Your Honor.
Not that you're seeing, okay?
I haven't gotten new charges of anything. I don't understand any of this.
Stop.
We're gonna figure
I'm
it out.
checking on it now, please.
Yes, Your Honor, there is a probation hold.
Okay. I thought so. Thank you.
I'm probation. Okay.
You're going to have a public defender. You can ask your public defender about the probation hold. I don't know anything about it. Okay? May 6th, 9 o'clock, city public defender appointed. You're excused.
What is that mean? I don't know how I did it.
16th, May 16th. What's your name?
Heather Amos is the current legal name.
Okay. Say it again slowly.
Heather Lee Amos.
Okay. Here we go. Okay, Ms. Amos, you've got several matters. The first one will deal with possession, narcotics, possession of drug paraphernalia, and criminal trespass. Those charges the state is moving to dismiss. The dismissal is without prejudice. It is possible that they could be refiled in the future. Right now, though, they are dismissed.
Thank you.
So let's approve that. You've got some other matters, though. You've got an arrest warrant out of Pima County Justice Court. I'll omit the reading of this charge. It's from September 2021, and the bond listed on this warrant is $500. Looks like you failed to appear back in July of 2023. Why was that?
I'm unsure.
You're not.
I don't remember it exactly.
Let's see. You've also got a second warrant, also Pima County Justice Court, involving theft, trespassing, and possession of drug paraphernalia. This one is from November of 2023. You don't remember that one either, I take it.
No, I actually kind of remember them. I don't know what happened. I wasn't able to go to the court.
You weren't able to go to the court.
Yes.
Okay. And
I have a hard time remembering sometimes.
I see. That's why we write things down. Everybody has
Yes.
a hard time remembering from time.
Yes, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
I'm sorry. That's what I'll do this time.
Okay. I appreciate that. So what I'm going to do, and it's going to be written down for you, I am going to release you on your own recognizance.
Thank you so much.
Here, let's undo this. We're going to give you a court date of April 3rd at 9:30.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that one.
April 3rd?
April 3rd, yes.
All right. Maybe it'll help me get all this handled then.
Okay. Let's hold on, we're not done yet. Okay. All right, and the last item, you've got an arrest warrant out of Tucson City Court. You were charged with possession of drug paraphernalia, trespassing, and another drug paraphernalia. I'm going to release you on that matter. And we're going to give you a court date, May 5th, 2 p.m. And that'll be at Tucson City Court.
Okay.
All right, you're excused.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Your Honor, got to Santa Cruz. Did he get released pretrial or OR?
I'm sorry, say again?
Was Mr. Santa Cruz, was he released to pretrial services or OR?
Santa Cruz?
Marcos, the gentleman before Miss Heather.
Mr. Santa Cruz is a city of Tucson person, and he was released on his own recognizance.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You what?
So,
Oh, okay. Well, okay, got it. And I need to give these to you. Hello, what's your name?
Travis Edwards.
Edwards. Okay. Mr. Edwards, you were charged with domestic violence, aggravated assault, domestic violence, kidnapping, and with criminal damage. I'm going to order that you not have contact of any kind with Alma Gonzalez. Do not go to her home or workplace. don't possess any firearms or other weapons, and don't consume any alcohol or illegal drugs, and don't commit any acts of domestic violence. I understand you have another hold on you.
Yeah.
In this case, we're going to hold you without bond and set a no bond hearing for April 3rd at 2:30. And preliminary hearing would be April 8th at 1:30.
So
Is it the public defender? Public defender is appointed to represent you. Okay.
does that mean that I can't get out? Because I would have went to court, sir. I just didn't. I missed that court date. I wasn't aware that I had that date.
This
And I would have been there. I no problem going to the base.
this is not really about that, sir. So, excuse me. You're excused. Any questions you can have, you can talk it over with your public defender.
This is the girl, I think the girl who was dismissed, and I think she's released. Doesn't need a PD. And take the PD off and no problem.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I can do it.
Door downstairs is mailed, right? And right here, next.
Hello, what is your name?
Cynthia Wilkins.
Oh. Okay, you are charged with domestic violence, assault, and domestic violence disorderly conduct. I'm going to order that you not commit any acts of domestic violence. Don't have contact of any kind with Martin Calderon Contreras. And I'm going to order that you stay away from his home and workplace. I'm going to release you on your own recognizance, and your court date is April 29th at 1:30.
He'll give you paperwork.
And I ordered him not to return to the incident location, so you can go back there. He can't, except with a law enforcement escort. Okay?
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. And you're excused.
Thank you.
Diane, Ray. You're up.
Hello, what's your name?
My name, excuse me, my name is Cheyenne River Recent Day.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Day, you are charged with domestic violence disorderly conduct and with domestic violence criminal damage. I'm going to order that you not commit any acts of domestic violence. You're not to possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs, and don't possess any firearms or other weapons. You are to have no kind of contact with Thomasina Alvarado and stay away from her home and workplace. Looks like you have a pending domestic violence case involving the same alleged victim. And I believe you're on probation for the another domestic violence offense. I'm setting your bond in the amount of $1,000, and I'm ordering that you be represented by Ms. Anna Dennis. Your next court date is Monday, the 31st at 1 p.m. Pima County Justice Court on video. You're excused.
I was just going to say, may I speak at all?
Make it short.
May I speak? Almacida Alvarado is my ex-girlfriend.
Sir, he doesn't want to hear anything about the case.
Just one thing. She
No,
has
stop. That's it. You're excused.
Okay. So I can bail out at $1,000. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Which is 10%.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
All right, we'll have you walk out to the door soon.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
And then, Your Honor, our next gentleman, our next two are Spanish speakers.
Okay. I hope we have.
And the interpreter is ready, Your Honor.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Yes.
Es que be Spanish now. ¿Va a ser en español?
Sí.
Okay.
Hello, what is your name?
Muy buenas tardes. ¿Cuál es su nombre?
Osmar Said Gallego Anaya.
My name is Osmar Said Gallego Anaya.
All right, thank you.
No, es Gallego, no Gallego.
Gallego Anaya. Thank you.
All right. Let's see. Looks like you've got a couple of matters. You're charged with. Oh, that's the wrong one.
You probably want to walk the door.
Oh, let's see what happened. Okay, you've got both felony and misdemeanor charges. The felony charges are resisting arrest, misconduct involving a firearm, paraphernalia possession, possession of narcotic with intent to sell, unlawful flight, disorderly conduct of a firearm or with a firearm.
Bueno, señor, usted tiene varios asuntos. Tiene 2 delitos graves y también tiene una cuestión de delito menor. Entre los delitos graves se encuentra el resistirse al arresto. También tiene una conducta ilegal con un arma de fuego, posesión de un narcótico con la intención de venderlo, posesión de accesorios de droga y huir ilegalmente. Y también alteración al orden público o alteración al orden público que tiene que ver con un arma de fuego.
The prosecution is asking that I hold you on a $25,000 bond. We'll hear from the defense counsel.
Y la oficina del fiscal está solicitando que a usted se le mantenga detenido y que se le fije una fianza de $25,000. Vamos a escuchar ahora la recomendación del fiscal.
Your Honor, I have a lot of issues with probable cause with this interim complaint. For starters, the white powdery substance found in 2 small bags was never tested. They have a NIC test for cocaine that they use on the scene often. They used a NIC test to determine it was cocaine. So without using that test, there's not enough probable cause to determine that is indeed a drug. And that's going to affect a lot of the other charges. Then he doesn't have probable.
May I?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
May I interpret all that? Thank you. Bueno. And this is the defense speaking or the prosecutor?
Defense.
Defense. Señor Osmar, dice su abogado defensor que le dice al juez que yo pienso que no existe bastantes hechos fundados en la demanda provisional porque al señor cuando se le detuvo se le encontró un polvo blanco, pero este polvo blanco nunca fue probado con las pruebas adecuadas. Le hicieron un tipo de prueba, pero no con la prueba que se hace normalmente para determinar si es cocaína. Entonces, no hay suficiente como para establecer que esto fue cocaína y no apoya los delitos que se le acusan. You may continue.
So for that reason, Your Honor, then there's no probable cause for drugs for sale. There's no probable cause for paraphernalia. There's no probable cause for possession of a weapon in a drug offense. At best, they have unlawful flight and resist arrest as having a weapon in the vehicle is not inherently disorderly conduct with a weapon.
Entonces, por esas razones, su señoría, nosotros pensamos que no hay bastante fundamento como para apoyar esta acusación, porque entonces no apoya la acusación de que él traía una droga para después venderla, ni tampoco apoya la acusación de accesorios de droga, ni tampoco una conducta ilegal con un arma de fuego para cometer un delito de droga. Y por esas razones, nosotros pensamos que no se apoya alterar con un arma de fuego y traer, quizás a él sí se pueda acusar de huir ilegalmente y también de resistirse a la red.
Are you done?
Y quizás el traer un arma en el carro se puede considerar como alteración al orden público. Thank you, Your Honor. Yes.
Okay, thank you. Let's hear from the state.
Ahora el juez quiere oír la recomendación del fiscal.
I'm going to work my way backwards on this one, Judge. There's also an allegation of gunshots going off, and they discover him and his vehicle in the alleyway.
Bueno, dice el fiscal, yo voy a comentar, pero de lo último al principio. Bueno, sí hay un alegato de que se escucharon disparos de arma y el señor estaba en el carro y se escucharon estos disparos y estaba en un callejón.
And probable cause doesn't require the law doesn't require testing in every case. There are also NIC tests for fentanyl, but officers are able to identify that, again, as this interim complaint says, based on their training and experience.
Y su señoría, no se requiere establecer fundamentos fundamentados, ni tampoco que se realice una prueba en cada uno de los casos. Y sí se hace esta prueba NIC, y sí se hace, y muchas veces los oficiales ya traen esto como parte de su entrenamiento y capacitación, y es suficiente como para escribirlo en la demanda provisional.
He had the cocaine with a scale and a firearm, which would be indicative of sales, in addition to driving about 100 miles an hour and also going into oncoming traffic, almost causing numerous collisions.
Y sí traía cocaína y también una balanza y también un arma de fuego. Esto indica que el señor lo iba a vender y aparte de eso iba a una velocidad de 100 millas por hora y también iba en el tráfico contrario. Varios choques.
So based on all this, the $25,000 bond's appropriate, even in light of him having no criminal history based on his dangerousness alone.
Y pensamos que esto es suficiente como para fijarle una fianza de $25,000. Creemos que esta cantidad es apropiada y aunque el señor no tiene, aún si no tiene antecedentes penales por la naturaleza peligrosa de sus actos.
Okay. I'm going to order, sir, that you not possess any alcohol or illegal drugs, don't consume any, don't drive without a valid driver's license, and do not possess any firearms or other weapons. Bond is set in the
Señor,
amount.
voy a ordenar.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Your Honor.
Bond is set in the amount of $25,000, and the public defender is appointed.
Señor, voy a ordenar que usted no debe de consumir alcohol ni ninguna droga ilegal. Usted no puede conducir un vehículo sin una licencia válida, no puede poseer armas de fuego y le voy a fijar una fianza de $25,000 y le voy a ordenar que el defensor público lo represente en este caso.
Your court date is April 8th at 1:30 and the public defender is appointed.
Y su próxima audiencia es el 8 de abril a las 8:30 y sí se le asigna al defensor público para que lo represente.
In addition, you have some misdemeanor charges. Your
Y
charge,
aparte usted tiene delitos menores, también se le acusa de
you're charged with aggressive driving, resisting arrest, driving with a revoked license, minor in possession of alcohol, and open container of alcohol, as well
bueno,
as
señora,
criminal,
a usted se le I'm sorry, Your Honor. Go ahead.
as well as misconduct with a weapon and criminal speeding. That's it.
Thank you, Your Honor. Bueno, usted se le acusa, señor, de conducir agresivamente, resistirse al arresto y conducir un vehículo con una licencia suspendida o revocada. También, también tiene se le acusa también de tener un contenedor abierto de alcohol en el vehículo, así como también conducta ilegal con un arma de fuego y conducir a alta velocidad a un nivel criminal.
The conditions of release will be similar to the ones on the felony matter. No driving without a valid license, no alcohol or illegal drugs, and no firearms or other weapons.
Y las condiciones de liberación para este delito son muy similares a las que le impuse por el delito grave. No debe de consumir bebidas alcohólicas, no debe de consumir drogas ilegales, no debe de manejar sin una licencia válida y tampoco el uso de ninguna arma de fuego.
On the misdemeanor, I'm going to hold you on $1,000 bond and set a court date, a video review for Monday, the 31st at 1 p.m. And I'm appointing attorney Anna Dennis to represent you.
Bueno, señor, y en este delito menor le voy a fijar una fianza de $1,000 y su próxima audiencia usted va a comparecer por video, va a ser el lunes 31 de marzo a la 1:30 de la tarde y le voy a asignar a la abogada defensora para que lo represente.
Okay. You're excused.
Se puede retirar, es todo por hoy, gracias.
Gracias.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Do you want me to match it to Ottawa where you did release your ROR?
What?
So this one you didn't. Jill for 2 days. Well, she was already in the attorney and counsel. Remind me, what were her other cases? This one right here, where she was released ROR and doing. Oh, or on the people. Okay. Yeah, same attorney, same date, same conditions. All right, I'll move that. Those amendments down now. Thank you.
And Your Honor, this is the interpreter. May the interpreter be excused, or do we have another Spanish speaker?
Any other Spanish speakers?
Yes, I have one more, Your Honor.
One more, okay.
Okay.
He's
Thank you,
coming
Your
up.
Honor.
Hello, what is your name?
Jafet
Buenas
López.
tardes. ¿Cuál es su nombre?
Jafet López.
¿Es Esker?
Jafet López.
Yacer.
J-A-F-E-T.
Jafet.
López.
Gracias.
Okay, thank you. All right, you're charged with possession of a narcotic drug, possession of a dangerous drug, and possession of drug paraphernalia.
Bueno, a usted se le acusa, señor, de posesión de un narcótico, posesión de una droga peligrosa y posesión de accesorios de droga.
Looks like you have a probation hold.
Parece que usted tiene una orden de retención de libertad condicional.
And the state is recommending a $10,000 bond with pretrial services supervision if posted in lieu of a no bond hold.
Bueno, y le parece que la fiscalía está recomendando que se le fije una fianza de $10,000 y si usted deposita la fianza va a quedar bajo la supervisión de los servicios al juicio en vez de una fianza.
We'll hear from the defense.
Vamos a escuchar al abogado defensor.
Your Honor, because he already has a probation hold, and this is personal possession drugs, we'd be asking no more than a $1,500 bond.
Dice su abogado defensor. Su señoría, como esta es una orden de detención del Departamento de Libertad Condicional personal, estamos solicitando que usted le fije fianza de $1,500.
Thank you. State have anything else to say?
Ok, gracias. ¿La fiscalía tiene algo más que agregar?
Your Honor, this is not a personal possession matter. He had more than 10 times the threshold. It might be charged as personal, but 10 times the threshold of crack cocaine and nearly, based on the grams, close to 300 M30 fentanyl pills. So the state's requesting that higher bond, and this would not go to steps. This would just get a PH date.
Okay, thank you.
And this is the interpreter. Can you explain what's PhD?
Preliminary hearing date?
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Bueno, señor, dice el fiscal. Su señoría, esto no se puede considerar como drogas de uso personal porque él traía 10 veces más de lo permitido o el umbral. Y también estamos hablando de crack o cocaína y los gramos que él traía son más de lo permitido y también 35 pastillas de fentanil. Y por eso nosotros solicitamos que se le fije una fianza más alta y esto no califica para un programa de STEPS ni tampoco para una de...
Okay. Thank you. I'm going to order that you not possess all or illegal drugs, don't possess any firearms or other weapons, and don't return to the location of the alleged incident.
Señor, voy a ordenar que usted no debe de consumir bebidas alcohólicas, consumir drogas ilegales, ni tampoco puede poseer ni y no puede regresar al lugar de los hechos.
I'm going to set a bond of 10,000 and with pretrial services supervision and posted, and give you a court date of April 8th at 1:30. The public defender will be your attorney.
Y señor, le voy a dar una fianza de $10 y si usted deposita la fianza, entonces va a quedar bajo la supervisión de los servicios previos al juicio y su próxima audiencia es el 8 de abril a la 1:30 de la tarde y sí le voy a asignar al defensor público para que lo represente en este caso.
Thank you.
You're excused.
Se puede retirar, es todo por hoy, gracias.
Ayala, Joseph.
Hello.
That's it on Spanish, Your Honor.
Thank you. The interpreter is excused.
Thank you, Your Honor, and good night.
No. Sir, what's your name?
Joseph Ayala.
Do this one first. Okay, your felony charge, possession of narcotic drug and possession of drug paraphernalia. State move to dismiss without prejudice. Case is ended at this point, but could be refiled at a future date. The next item is a warrant out of Pima County Superior Court listing 2 counts of narcotic drug possession, drug paraphernalia, another count of narcotic drug possession or use, and another paraphernalia violation. Amount listed on the bond is 500, and that's what the state is recommending with pretrial service and supervision. We'll hear from the defense.
Your Honor, given the fact that he's detained without bond on the other case, we have no objection to the 500, so he's getting tax credit.
And okay, 500, no alcohol or drugs, and no firearms or other weapons. Pretrial services supervision if the 500 is posted. April 4th, 1:30 is your next court date, and will public defender?
Yes, Your Honor.
Will appoint the public defender to represent you. And you have yet another matter. And that one is an arrest warrant out of Pima County Justice Court on a DUI case. DUI drug and failure to appear. And that warrant carries a bond recommendation of $100. So we'll set $100 bond. And a dentist is appointed on that one, and you're going to be seen on Monday on video at 1 p.m. You're excused.
Thank you. This is
Good evening. What is your name?
Robert Lee Hatfield.
Okay. Mr. Hatfield. Let's see. Mr. Hatfield, you have a lot of cases. We'll deal with the felonies first. You're charged with burglary and you're charged with criminal damage. State's recommending $5,000 bond on the criminal damage and a $10,000 bond on the burglary, and we'll hear from the defense.
Your Honor, regarding the criminal damage charge, that's from December of this last year. It looks like he only caused damage in the amount of up to $1,000. I don't think a $5,000 bond is necessary for this case. As you said, he has a lot of other pending charges. So we'd be asking for no more than $1,000 on the criminal damage. And then the burglary, again, I don't believe 10,000 is necessary given his financial situation. This was a burglary of a business and not someone's home. So with that, we'd be asking for no more than 3,000.
We'll hear from the state.
Your Honor, I might otherwise agree if he didn't have the criminal history involving essentially similar offenses. He's damaging basically an apartment complex for whatever reason on that date, and then the brazen act of bashing into the business. And we're not talking about taking some toiletries. He stole at least $1,400 in items. So just because it's a nonviolent property offense, given the history, he doesn't mean he should get a low bond. His history warrants higher bonds in this instance.
Right. What's his financial situation?
He doesn't have a job, Your Honor.
I just do gasoline.
The pretrial report says he is employed, Judge. So that's what he told pretrial.
Okay. Thank you. I'm going to set two $7,500 bonds on the one case, no contact with victim, no return to Dollar Tree. Oh, wait a minute. This is the one where we broke this up into
two, yes, Your Honor.
into two. Okay.
For the county attorney request.
Yes. Well, don't go back to either place. Don't go back to Dollar Tree. Don't go back to the Gateway Apartments. No alcohol or illegal drugs, no firearms or other weapons. Court date is April 8th at 1:30. Public defender appointed on each of these cases. Okay. Now you have a good deal of cases in Tucson City Court. Okay, we got shoplifting and assault from 2022. Arrest warrant was issued in December of last year. Criminal trespass from 2023. Possession of drug paraphernalia from 2023. Criminal trespass, criminal damage from 2023. Shoplifting from 2022. Shoplifting and trespassing from 2024. Trespassing from 2024. Criminal trespass and park violation from 2024. Trespass from 2024. And a new charge of criminal damage. This is from January of this year. On all but the last case, it looks like you were represented by the public defender. You did not stay in contact with your attorney. They were not able to get a hold of you. On the city court matters, bond is set in the amount of 500. We'll note the felony holds. The public defender is reappointed. The city public defender is reappointed. And looks like you have one of these cases. You failed to complete your sentence. So we'll set a video review for April 8th. 1:45. And if you are not in custody by then, April 24th at 9 out of custody. And that's Judge Maldonado. Okay, sir, that concludes our business. You're excused.
Go sit down there with the mail, please.
Hello.
Hello, sir, what's your name?
Nathan Reed.
All right, Mr. Lee, you've got an arrest warrant out of Pima County Superior Court, charges misconduct involving weapons with a listed requested bond of $2,500. That's what the state's recommending. We'll hear from the defense.
Your Honor, this is a 2023 matter. It doesn't look like he was ever previously arrested. He's already being held without bond on a pending case. So we'd be asking for no more than $1,000.
Oh, he's got a second one out of Superior Court as well. I didn't see 2 counts of aggravated DUI.
I don't believe that's the case, Judge. That one's post. It looks like it's post arraignment. Does the case number end in 1902?
Yes, it does.
That's a post arraignment warrant, from what I can tell. Does it show something else on your end?
No. No, it does not. Okay. We'll just deal with the weapons misconduct and defense on the issue of bond.
Your Honor, I argued for 1,000. Do you want me to repeat my arguments?
No. We'll hear from the state.
Your Honor, he also, as the court noted, has that other warrant he's going to be seen in Superior Court on, that he's essentially been in absconder status since October, it looks like, of 2023 when the warrant's issued. So he's been failing to appear, at least for that matter, for going on a year and a half now. So the $2,500 bond appears appropriate based on the charge and his FTA status.
Thank you.
As I noted, Your Honor, he was never arrested on the matter before your court.
Bond is set in the amount of $2,500. Court date April 4th at 1:30. And this is public defender.
Yes.
Public defender appointed. And there is a misdemeanor charge, driving on a suspended license. Don't drive without a valid license. We'll note the felony hold. I'm releasing you on this matter. This misdemeanor case. Court date April 8th at 9:30. Pima County Justice Court.
Did you say April 8th, Your Honor?
April 8th at 9:30.
Thank you.
All right, you're excused.
Your Honor, our last person, Mr. Wessel Allen, he was acting up with us, and we're trying to get his court, so we're gonna have to continue that until tomorrow.
Okay.
Your Honor, I'm dismissing Wessel's interim complaint.
Okay, that'll take care of that matter at least. So we'll note the dismissal. And this other one, this just leaves a city court misdemeanor warrant. So we'll continue that till tomorrow.
And then is there an Aho case, Judge? Because I see them online.
Yes. We do have an auto pursuit.
I'm told the Aho case will be seen in Aho.
No. So we were told that the case will be here in video, see here in video court.
Well, I don't have a file. I don't know anything about it. This is the first I'm hearing of it. So, do you have the We have no paperwork on it.
Okay. Well, he's on the court list. Yeah, because we have him on the court list, so you just don't have any paperwork on it, you said? How do you on the court list, dude?
The clerk does not have any paperwork on it.
All right. Oh, it's I think so. All right. Well, thank you for your time.
All right. I guess they'll send you some paperwork. They can do it tomorrow. All right. Have a good evening.
Good night.
Good night, Your Honor.
Good night.